I thought the I-Corps program would be an excellent fit for the Parkinson's School. In our very name, we're a school of health sciences and public health. We bring a systems lens to how we think about health problems. And as a new school, we're entrepreneurial in our very spirit. I-Corps stands for Innovation Corps, like AmeriCorps or Army Corps of Engineers. And it was first developed in the early 2010s by the National Science Foundation. They realized that the US spends billions of dollars at academic universities developing cool science, technology, engineering, and a lot of those cool things don't make it out broadly into the real world. So they worked with serial entrepreneurs out of Stanford to create a program very similar to how a tech startup thinks about talk to customers, iterate with customers, and really understand what is your value proposition. And that led to this program.
The project that we submitted for I-Corps, it was for a community-based research network. Ideally, we want to create a tool or resource for community-based organizations and for researchers to be able to align on research projects.
I-Corps helps someone think of their idea with the end in mind. And how do we develop in the beginning with that end in mind as opposed to waiting to the end and saying, okay, now what?
What I offered is to develop a tool that uses artificial intelligence and provide dosing recommendation for our pharmacists at ICU.
Our 5-week program is run more kind of a boot camp style. And I think the beauty of being able to be part of the recruitment process, as well as continuing to engage with students and faculty throughout the 5 weeks, is really that transformation process that I see teams go through.
Each week we present our progress, and separately each week we met with our mentors. My mentor, Dean Morato, she said that, Sammy, you need to go one step further of understanding who is your customer. Who are you designing these tools for? How do you know they would like it?
We conducted 30 interviews. Our customers were the researchers and community-based organizations. I-Corps allowed me the time, the freedom, the opportunity to ask questions and to have questions asked of me and to figure things out.
What happens is they're following the Ignatian path of discernment, where they realize that, oh, I have to redefine my problem. I have to really listen, because what I thought was the problem, or I thought was the solution, it's not the problem and it's not the solution. So the word we use is pivot, and they have to pivot. I can't see anything more Ignatian, more Jesuit-based than that. And so I think really it's I-Corps at NCATS is central to what we do at Loyola.
By the end of the course, you will have your business canvas much more sensible than what you had before. I think what I learned in I-Corps is not something specific for a time or for a specific project. It's like when you are creating something, when you are developing or solving an issue, think about everyone involved and make sure you consider the entire system.
To solve these complex health problems, it takes more than a School of Health Sciences and Public Health. We've got to work with many different stakeholders in many different settings. And so that's why I'm very excited about the fact that the I-Corps NCATS program is embedded not only in Parkinson's School of Health Sciences and Public Health, but that we're embedded within Loyola University Chicago, that brings a real common goal or mission to address social justice and issues of equity and how we think about our innovation.